Hello again, this is Amelia from Thesis Video Tutorials with another video in the WordPress Beginner Basics series, and today we're going through the writing settings in the Settings tab. So navigating through to the writing settings, if you hover, let's go back to the dashboard, if you hover over the settings in this slide out menu, you've got writing. So just click on that, it'll take you through to the writing settings. So the writing settings allows you to control the interface you use when you're writing new posts or pages. It also allows you to set some details if you are doing any remote publishing, so posting via email, etc. So we've got this first box here, so it the size of the post box, and it allows you to choose the number of lines you want for the post content text box. So when you go into the WordPress editor, it'll allow you to choose how many lines will show. So let's open in a new tab just to show you. So I've got it set to 20 lines at the moment. So let's now change this to say 40 lines and update that. And if we refresh, you'll see that the box is now moved in size. So I've added an extra 20 lines there. So now just to let you know that it does not limit the size of your actual post. If you write a post that is longer than the size of the text box will generate a scroll bar. Okay, so you write all your information in the text box, but it doesn't mean that that's how big your post is going to look. Okay. Alright, so I hope that makes sense. Now, formatting, you can use checkboxes, these two here, to control how some things are formatted. Now, you've got convert emoticons like the smiley face and the poking out the tongue face to graphics on display. So if you automatically, like me, you write the little smiley face, WordPress will automatically change it to a proper smiley face. Okay, let's do a bit of an example. So if we do that here, and we click publish, and let's now view the post. So you'll see that it's now changed it into a proper smiley face. So that's what that's talking about. And we've got this one here, WordPress should correct invalidly nested XHTML automatically. Checking this just makes sure that what you write in your post is valid code. The documentation is saying that you should check it, but it also then advises that some plugins won't work correctly if this is turned on. So it's totally up to you if you want to then check it and save it. The default post category, so every time you write a post, it needs to categorize the post, so it adds a category, and by default we've got here selected as uncategorized. Now if you go ahead and add some other categories, you can change this around. So if I had something that says test category, I could change it to test category, and then every new post I write will be categorized as test category. The default post format, so if you've got different post formats in your theme, you'll have a drop down here of what the default one is going to be. So every time you write a new post, it will be updated in this format. So we've got it selected as standard, but you could change it to something completely different there. The default link category, so if you add any new links into your site, it's added, will have a category assigned to it, and by default you've got the blog roll which comes out of the box. You can add link categories, and so then if you do, you can then change what the default category is there. The press this, I've been through this in one of the previous videos in the tools. This is just a bookmarklet that you can add to the top of your browser toolbar above, and when you go to a page on like another website or another article, you like it, you press this button, you'll get like this little text editor that appears that you can then do a very quick post, and it'll post it to your site. The post via email, and this option you can set up your blog to publish emails as blog posts. To do this, you would send an email to a specific address that is established for this purpose alone. So you'll probably need the help of your web hosting provider or your email provider to get this all set up. The next one down is remote publishing. So you can post to WordPress from a desktop client or some kind of other software that publishes to your WordPress blog. So that's going through that there. Also, if you're looking at using, say, an iPhone app, there is an iPhone app for WordPress. You'll need to enable this XML RPC there to be able to view stats, etc. in the iPhone or the iPad app. And we've got this update services. So at the moment I've got my privacy set to not for Google and other search engines not to have a look at my site and index it, and because of that I can't use any of these update services if my settings were set a bit differently. So let's go through that now. So if I just click allow, so if I now go back to writing, it will add a little box here where you can ping particular sites that you have updated your site. Okay, so there is some documentation with regards to this. Okay, so probably best to have a look at the documentation and use it accordingly. And once you've finished setting up everything here, just do save changes and it'll save all those updates you've made. Alright, so that is it for the writing settings. In the next one, we've got the next one down, which is reading. So I will see you in the next video for the reading settings. Okay, bye.